All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the 2020 Spring Major. Tuesday's qualifying practice round of the rookie division. I'm still practicing, but I know I'm up here. I could, if I hit an Albie here, obviously I'll qualify. But I'm still. What I'm really doing is I'm trying to get some of the wind numbers right. So I'm more than likely just practicing. I've been playing them fairly serious up to this point just because I wanted to give myself the looks at a lot of these holes. If you put yourself in the right spot on that next shot, you're really trying to work out that elevation number. So you gotta give it the try. All right, hole number 9. Where I'd really like to get on this, and I'm still trying to figure out the distance thing. So if I bring out a Titan, hold on one second, hold on. I had to get my pen working. So if I come out here, my extra mile, and I try and get over there with a Titan, my first bounce is like in this area. It's showing my second bounce here, and I think the wind in this tournament is blowing in this direction. So if I take the wind off and I do the deal is that it's carrying farther down in here, so I'm ending up clipping the rough. So I'm going to need, if I want to do that shot with a Titan, I really need to do probably at least a 30% wind adjustment. And I'd really like to end up down here because there's a spot down here. If you're on this side of the spot, like if you're up here, you're in wood. If you're down here in the front, you're in long iron. And if you're up here in the front, you're in short iron. I really like to try and work my way to short iron, but I would rather hit long iron than wood. And if you want to do the rough bump, you got some good options. I took a wood here in my low level account. I brought a Horizon just because that has lots of topspin because I wasn't sure how much topspin I was going to need. And I think if you got like a level probably 6 sniper, I think you can just reach that. My sniper still doesn't have any power. It's still at 160 in my low level account. But I was able to get, I think I could just get it done if you wanted to do the rough bump. But you could come at it with your wood and get up there and get a pretty good look at it. And you could do different choices just depending on the level of your clubs. So if you got, you've got all kinds of choices just depending on the level of your clubs. But I would rather get down in there to my long iron range. So my goal is to try and get my first bounce here, my second bounce at the top on the fairway and trying to clear the entire rough and then running forward. In my 77 account, I achieved that goal, but I actually had one bounce here, and then I completely cleared it. My second bounce was down here, and then I ended up in the rough. I did leave a little bit of fairway over here on this side. If I had some curl, I might have been able to stick, but I think it would have been close. If I would have got the trajectory right, I probably would have ended up in the sand because the rough slowed it down pretty quick when I got down there. But I'm not trying to get super greedy. I just like to get, I'm not trying to get super greedy. I just like to get like 3/4 of the way down in there. Yeah, that's not super greedy. I just anywhere over there would be fine, but I'm trying to get it so that it's the minimal amount of work is the deal. And I think if I want to use a Titan, which will help me on the second shot, then I'm going to have to do at least a 30% wind adjustment on the drive because it's carrying. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to bring out a Titan, and I'm trying to do it with I think I can do it with no overpower. Let's try that. I'm going to do a 30% wind adjustment, so 1.3 times whatever the wind is. What am I doing? Let's go get a club. Let's go pick the bag. Extra mile sniper, Titan, king of balls. Everything else there works. Works for me. Get her done. Even if you hit on the fairway at the top and you don't clear that rough area, you'll clip the rough at the bottom of the rough and it'll roll you out into the fairway. Because you have so much topspin on it that you're going to roll out of it. But if you clip the rough at the top, you're going to get caught in the rough. You need to be at least probably 2/3 of the way through the rough before you hit the rough if you want to get out of it. And so what I've been having problems with is my second bounce is ending up at the top. And that's no bueno, as my nephew would say. Here we go. All right, extra mile. So there's max OP. So if I got max overpower, put all the topspin on. I'm going to switch this to a katana. I want to see where that puts me. That puts me my second bounce on the fairway. Times 3.3. I'm going to do that says 429, so that'd be about 2 rings. Let's try it. Hit it 1 ring great to the left. And that shouldn't kill me as far as like it. Now the fairway is shorter over on that side, so I'm going to hit the rough. Trying to do that without any overpower. Or not, excuse me, not, I'm going to have to use over. If I brought a power 5 ball, I could get over to the other side. I did it with my 77 account, and I had a power 5 ball, put my red line over here, and so my first bump was in the rough, and I actually did max overpower. That's how I got my second bounce all the way over on the bottom. And I don't know why I'm not exploring that shot over there, because there's got to be a max overpower hook shot you can do over there, and you can, in trying to get it all the way around. Why am I not practicing that shot? That's the question. See how that goes for them. And they hit it 3 rings. That's not good on that first bounce. So you can do a rough bump here. Where I'd really like to end up, and when I've gotten over, you know, you're short down in this area right here. And so, you know, just like laying it up there where you're just bleeding out of the rough, and you're in this spot right here. You've got a long iron shot. I may do some practicing and see if I can catch this hole. And if I can catch this hole, I'm gonna call my buddy Dale Appleby and ask him about this hole, because he'll know for sure, because he'll have already tried it. And I would definitely, if I was him, try this shot. I would definitely try that shot. Although I would go out a little bit more, because your rough irons hit. Your rough irons are, they slice so well. Yeah, dude, what are you doing? Max curl. So you have this shot right here. You could come and do this. You got a club that has enough topspin, and you could try and run it out and do the topspin shot. So there's my max Hornet. That is 1 per ring. I'm just going to do the 1 per ring. Let's see what that looks like. It's 4 and a titch. No, it's not going to look very good when you hit it great to the left. I think from where I was sitting over there, not sure that there's a big elevation change. Hopefully my opponent can get it in the hole. This will be their 3rd shot. Oh, I took 3. I already missed that. I'm gonna end up dinking around and end up qualifying is what's gonna happen. That'll be all right. It's my practice account. Never really too concerned about my practice account. But I am kind of rooting for them to miss that shot, but it looks like they're gonna make it. In the hole. Eagle. Nice shot. That put me at -12, and that'll probably end up kicking me out because there's going to be, I think there's only probably going to end up being maybe one, maybe two -12s that are going to make it. So let's see if where it put me. 8, and I'm the top 12th, so I'm going to make it. No, maybe not. Maybe not. So we got a couple people here, the way that it's going. So if somebody shoots any 13s, somebody's gonna end up making it. I have to be four people. There's one that's gonna do it. They're gonna do it. That's 2. Depends on whether or not they're qualifying today. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They could potentially knock us out. 4 at 5. We'll see. If I qualify today, then that's the way that it works. And that was the roundabout way. That was me tanking some shots there at the very end. Missing 8 and then intentionally missing the shot on that. So that's how it works. I'm not going to be too upset, but I would have liked to have had one more round of practice, but I feel pretty good about my numbers. I need to go through and watch all the video that I've posted and see how I've come into the cup and compare that to my old notes and really diagnose some of the shots. I hit a lot of shots perfect on Monday in my 77 account. I was just still working on my elevation numbers, so I had a lot of elevation numbers that weren't right. All right. Oh, wiped out. I'm going to post these videos and go to bed, and I will maybe see you tomorrow if I don't qualify, and it looks like I might. So if I don't qualify, I will see you tomorrow, and if not, I will see you on Thursday. So hopefully everybody has a great qualifying round. I'll post a video for the Kings of Golf, and so you can kind of see some of the scores, and we can talk about some of the holes that people are having problems on and talk about those holes in particular. And I will catch you later. Thanks for watching.